Hi there, Lizzie with you today, just sharing a layout I made. I was supposed to be doing with a girlfriend, but she cancelled on me. So I had this sort of mini kit already made up for this picture of my grandson who is having a daytime nap. I converted the photo to black and white because I thought that worked better with the softness of a sleeping baby. And it meant that I was able to finally, yay, use up that quite bold navy dotty background paper. Mind you, the only way that I found that I could use was to get a very big doily and pop it on my page. So I've got the doily, which will cover up a lot of the background, and then because I did that, I was able to layer a few 6x6 pattern papers behind my photo, ripped some, cut some, and then finally I added some tissue paper that I found in my stash. I thought I was going to place the doily on the side of the page of the 12x12 paper for a minute, but when I tried it, it really looked better right in the middle, so in the middle it went. Sticking it down with some Bostik glue stick, and there we are with the tissue paper, which I've attached with a stapler, but then added a bit of Bostik glue just to hold it in place, just in case, you never know. I really like the softness of the colours, and they seem to tone in really well with the dots on the paper. Then it's not the same line, I'm not sure, I can't remember, but I think the paper is like Kaisercraft maybe, I'm not sure, and the pattern papers are maybe pink paisley, or crate, I really don't know. The frame I pulled out from that lot of embellies that I had and realised I was going to put it behind, but too late, the glue had stuck. So instead, on top it went, and it seemed to really work quite well. I was pleased. It's funny how accidents often turn out to be the best parts of your scrapping sometimes. So once I'd done that, I found a tag that I'd been given in some Happy Mail, and it worked really well. The colours were perfect. It just added a little bit of extra on the page, and I went with it. I thought, oh, great. I'm not sure who gave it to me now, but whoever it is, thank you very much. I'm sure you're glad to see it being used. So once I'd stuck the tag down, I found a little circle or a little embelly that said, well, it wasn't embelly, it was part of a pattern paper pad, the same pad, that said love. And I cut it in a 1-inch circle, but I missed the edge, so it was like almost a 1-inch circle. It got lost on the background paper, so I just layered up some of those pattern papers again, threw in a couple of doilies that I'd found in my stash. I think some of those are from Happy Mail too, and then popped it right on the edge of the page so I could cut the very edge off so it didn't look a bit odd with that not quite circle on the corner. I didn't do a lot of embellishing around the page, didn't really seem to need it. There we are, cutting off the edge of that little cluster down the bottom. I'm not the best cutter in the world, but it worked. Next I had another fake flare that I've been given in some Happy Mail, and it just looked quite nice down the bottom too. It seemed the colour, I think I was going for colours more in this one, just colours that were sort of muted and matched. I've popped a flare down the bottom as well. It says love. I think it's from Funky Flare, the Funky Flare Studio. I like their flares. And I haven't used this paper string for a while, but it was on my desk and it seemed to sort of, I don't know, balance the page because I've got the tag which is quite heavy on the left, and just to put something on the right, on that side of the photo, seemed to be the right thing to do. Right thing to do. Yeah. So on goes that, and I popped a little bit of tape, masking tape behind it because I could get in there just to hold the tape in place, and that works fine. That's a good way of doing it. Next I've got these stars that I've had in my stash for a wee while, from a friend too, I think. Might have been Mitra, I'm not sure. Anyway, their stickiness had gone, but I just added some Tombow glue behind them. Love them. The colours were just perfect. I've been hoarding these. Naughty Lizzie. Anyway, finally I have used them. As well as that, I had some tiny wee stars from a Stampin' Up! Edge punch. So I very carefully and methodically popped on these tiny weeny little stars all down the page. Just seemed to add to that theme of sleeping and dreaming, and I know it's an afternoon nap, but yeah, worked fine for me. think next came, oh yes, the title. So I've had these Elfers in the stash for a while, just cheap ones from Riot Art Craft in Australia. I think I've bought them in 2016, so yes, they needed using. And the white sort of went well. I've played with splitting the title top and bottom, but in the end it looked better just right along the top there. So up the top it went. For once I haven't done a lot of journaling on this page. I did think about doing it with my typewriter, but nope. I ended up putting it along the top of the frame above Ollie's little head. Just one line of journaling. There wasn't much to say about it anyway, apart from that he's having a nap and the date. The next thing I went looking for was a few word stickers, which I didn't have in the little mini embelly kit or kit that I've made up. Found some black and white ones. Thank you, Sandra. I think she gave me these. And one said dreaming, so that worked quite well. However, it got a bit lost on the page, so I backed it up with some more of that pattern paper. It's amazing. If you just use little bits of the paper that you've used behind your photo and draw it into other parts of the page, it sort of makes it better. Makes it better. Makes it all match nicely. So it didn't end up at the top, it ended up at the bottom near the star, the gold star and the flare. I also found one that said cute that I'd made myself at some stage, and that one ended up at the top. So the cute will go in there, and yes, here we go. Added a staple to the dreamer and popped him down the bottom there, and that looked good. I was pleased with that. Didn't go there. Yes, that's right, Lizzie. Put it on the frame. The frame's where it belongs. Thank you. Yes, so popped the cute one up the top, and then I looked in again for just one more. It just didn't look quite right up the top by itself. It was lonely. So I found one that's, I think it was a Felicity Jane one that said fabulous. And dreamer and cute, yeah, fabulous. Yeah, he's fabulous. It didn't quite go with the page, but I like the look of it. And I often test whether it's right or not by removing it. No. Putting it back in. Yes. Okay, so in it stays. That's my test regarding adding bits to my page. Loving the Tombow glue at the moment. Picking that up more than my Bostik, which is quite odd. Still, we go through things. And I think that's about it. So thanks so much for watching. Cheers for now. Bye. Well, almost finished. I forgot that I hadn't added the journaling. I talked about it, but here we are adding it. So just a couple more seconds. I'll leave some close-up photos at the end. And once more, thanks for watching. Bye.